right, let's talk about why Elementor Hosting has 4.9 rating on Trustpilot. Is it that good? Let's check it out. So 4.9 rating on Trustpilot is something because you cannot pay for these reviews. You cannot pay to be removed. So if someone comments bad on your product, then your rating goes down. Again, that's an achievement, and that speaks to how good Elementor Hosting is. But does Elementor Hosting really live up to the hype? I tested their service, I tested their support, and I tested their performance. And here's what I found. If you use Elementor, you have probably struggled with slow hosting or bad support or both, which is one of the worst experiences you can have with a hosting provider. That is why Elementor has launched their own hosting to solve these problems exactly. And according to Trustpilot, it seems like it's working. So you know that I have done this many times on here. I set up Elementor hosting websites and I have tested the performance, the support, and here's what stood up. One-click setup, super easy to launch an Elementor site, fast loading times with built-in cache and CDN. I have also tested their customer support and I reached out with basic questions because let's face it, not everyone is techie and not every customer they have is familiar with Elementor or hosting for that matter. And they responded in minutes. Honestly, that's solid to me. Is it worth the hype? If you use Elementor and you want hosting solutions built in, then yes, it makes complete sense. And that 4.9 rating on Trustpilot, I think, from what I have seen and experienced myself, it is well deserved. I know some of you have different opinions. Yes, you have more experience or you have experience with other hosting providers. And let's face it, Elementor has been on the market with this product for not that long compared to other hosting providers, and it's catching on. So they are making good strides. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description below. But let's talk a little bit about their support and their customer service. So the beauty of having Elementor and Elementor hosting in one place is that you get support for both in one place. You don't have to move between supports on different platforms and try to figure out or make the other hosting provider understand how Elementor works or what the issue is in the backend. Elementor support has experts that are experts in Elementor. So you will not have any issues finding an answer to your problem for sure. And you know the answer that hosting providers give you? It's a plugin issue. Okay. Right. So in other words, Elementor hosting support knows Elementor. That's it. As easy as that. And of course, there's faster issue resolution because you don't have to go back and forth between Elementor and the hosting provider, because imagine you have a problem with Elementor, you have a problem with hosting, you go to one, you go to the other, and you try to make it work, but it takes forever and your website is somewhere in between and it's not working, right? So yes, that is the advantage of Elementor and Elementor hosting all in one. So in conclusion, and to close this video, in my test, Elementor hosting didn't just respond fast to my query, they actually knew what I was talking about and they understand Elementor like no one else. And it makes absolute sense, right? That's why their 4.9 rating is so well deserved. And I didn't have to explain my multiple times, and I didn't get generic answers like check this or check that. They gave me real solutions that worked for my Elementor site. So if you're tired of poor support, check out Elementor hosting with the link in the description below. And let me know if you want to see more videos regarding Elementor hosting. If you'd like to see what else you can build with Elementor, watch this playlist here or here. And if you have gotten any value out of this video, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.